Have you ever stopped to wonder what truly makes someone age gracefully? Not just looking younger, but feeling vibrant, energized, and alive, even after the age of 70. What if I told you that the key to a long, fulfilling life isn't found in the latest miracle pill or an exhausting gym routine, but in the quiet, intentional choices you make each day? This video isn't just about aging, it's about thriving in your golden years. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn could completely transform the way you think about health, movement, and vitality after 70. In today's video, we'll dive into 6 essential tips that every senior should know, simple yet powerful lifestyle shifts that can enhance your daily routine, elevate your well being, and keep you feeling young at heart. Whether it's through gentle, purposeful movement or harnessing the healing power of sunlight, these strategies are grounded in both science and wisdom. They're not about chasing youth, but about celebrating life with strength, calm, and intention. If you enjoy this kind of content and believe in aging with dignity and purpose, please take a moment to like this video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson on graceful living. Oh, and one more thing. If you're with me until the end, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're still here. If not, feel free to comment below so I know how to improve these videos just for you. Now, let's begin. There's an old saying, life is movement. It's often attributed to the French Enlightenment philosopher Voltaire, and while simple, it speaks volumes. For centuries, the idea that movement sustains life has inspired everyone from warriors to dancers, healers to athletes. But let me ask you something. Does this timeless truth still hold up when we reach our 70s and beyond? The answer is both yes and no. As we age, movement indeed remains vital, but the type of movement we engage in must evolve. Gone are the days of punishing workouts and relentless pace. At this stage, your body speaks a different language and no longer demands intensity, it craves harmony. And our job is to listen. You see, in your golden years, exercise is not about burning calories or breaking records. It becomes a form of self-respect. It's about honoring the body that has carried you through decades of joy, hardship, and growth. That means prioritizing quality over quantity, choosing activities that are kind to your joints, gentle on your muscles, and nurturing to your spirit. Think of movement as a form of conversation with your body. Some days, a brisk walk might be exactly what you need. Other days, a series of slow stretches in the morning sun may be more healing than any treadmill session. Tai Chi yoga light resistance, training, or even water aerobics can provide strength, flexibility, and peace, all without overexertion. What's most important? Tuning in. Feel your body's subtle cues. Recognize when it needs movement and when it needs rest. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. Walking is often hailed as the perfect exercise, and for many it is. It's free, simple, and requires no fancy equipment. But here's the hidden truth: after a certain age, even walking requires a strategy. Yes, walking can boost cardiovascular health, improve mental clarity, and even uplift your mood. But after 70, your joints, bones, and balance become more vulnerable. What was once a routine stroll around the neighborhood can suddenly carry greater risk, especially for those dealing with osteoporosis, arthritis, or other chronic conditions. Let's imagine this. You're enjoying a peaceful evening walk the sky, painted with golden twilight. Then your foot catches on a crack in the sidewalk. In your 40s, it might have been a stumble. In your 70s, it could mean a fractured hip and months of recovery. Does this mean you should stop walking? Absolutely not. It simply means walking needs to be done smarter. Walk with intention. Shorter distances. Supportive shoes. Perhaps even walking poles or a partner beside you. Choose even terrain. Consider using indoor walking paths or community fitness centers if weather or sidewalks are unsafe. And most importantly, don't chase your younger self's pace. Walk at the rhythm of now. Remember, it's not about how far or how fast you go. It's about how well you move, how safely, how mindfully, how joyfully. This stage of life is not about breaking your personal best. It's about becoming your wisest self. Let go of the myth that more is better. That mindset may have worked in your youth, but now it's about smarter choices, not harder ones. Exercise should never be a source of dread or pain. It should be something you look forward to, a gentle companion to your daily life. You've spent decades pushing, striving, sacrificing. Now your body deserves balance. It deserves kindness. Focus on exercises that serve your body's needs today, not what you used to be able to do. Mobility over muscle mass, stability over sweat, recovery over reps. If your knees ache, trade the pavement for water. If your back feels tight, embrace gentle spinal stretches. If your energy is low, even 10 minutes of breathing and guided movement can work wonders. This is your time to honor your body, not punish it. Strength is no longer defined by how much you can lift. It's defined by your awareness, your ability to pause, reflect, and adjust, your willingness to feel instead of forcing. You've lived long enough to know that wisdom often whispers while pride shouts. So learn to distinguish the voice of your ego from the voice of your body. The first might urge you to push through fatigue, the second gently asks you to rest. And that's okay. There is incredible power in resting when you need to, in saying no to activities that drain you, in finding joy not in what you do, but in how fully you experience each moment. Let movement become a ritual, not a chore. Wake with a few stretches to greet the day. Walk slowly through your garden or down the hall, breathing in the morning air. Let your body move, not because it should, but because it can, because it wants to celebrate life, not survive it. And yes, there will be days when rest is the best medicine. Embrace those too. Life is not a race, it's a rhythm. Learn your rhythm, dance with it. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you from my heart to yours. Your presence here means you care deeply about living your best life in your later years, and that's a beautiful thing. Remember, you are not defined by what you can no longer do. You are defined by the choices you make today, the care you give yourself, the love you allow in, and the grace with which you move through each day. If this video resonated with you, please drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. Your engagement keeps this channel alive and helps others just like you discover these empowering lessons. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. Up next, we'll explore another powerful tip that can dramatically protect your bones and elevate your health, the power of milk and calcium in senior wellness. So stay tuned and stay kind to yourself. Now that we've embraced the importance of movement and smart choices for an active body in our golden years, it's time to turn our focus inward toward the foundation of strength itself, your bones and your spirit. As we grow older, particularly after the age of 70, our bones quietly begin to tell a different story. A story not of weakness, but of change. The truth is, aging naturally reduces our body's ability to absorb calcium, a vital mineral that gives bones their strength and stability. Without enough calcium, bones become porous, brittle, and vulnerable to injury. This is where one of the simplest and most effective habits comes in drinking milk. Yes, that classic glass of milk, often associated with childhood, can become one of your greatest allies in old age. Milk is not only rich in calcium, but it provides a form that the body can absorb and metabolize efficiently. Unlike many calcium supplements, which may be poorly processed or hard on the stomach, the calcium in milk is bioavailable and easy on the digestive system. But the benefits don't stop there. Milk is also a rich source of high-quality protein. Why does that matter? Because muscle strength plays a direct role in balance and coordination, two essential elements that help prevent falls. By supporting your muscles, milk indirectly supports the bone ability to stand tall, walk steady, and stay independent. And let's not forget about vitamin D, a nutrient that plays the vital role of guiding calcium into your bones, like a gentle hand, ushering it exactly where it's needed. Without sufficient vitamin D, all the calcium in the world won't be as effective. Luckily, milk offers both. Alongside calcium and vitamin D, milk also delivers other crucial minerals, such as phosphorus and magnesium, which work synergistically to preserve bone integrity. And with vitamin B12 supporting your nerves and red blood cells, the benefits extend far beyond just bone strength. They touch every part of your overall vitality. Imagine this: you begin your morning with a warm glass of milk. It's not just a beverage, it's a nourishing ritual, a quiet promise you make to your body to support it, to strengthen it, and to prepare it for the beautiful day ahead. But here's the part many seniors don't realize: you may already have a calcium deficiency and not know it. The signs can be subtle at first: a little more fatigue, slight muscle weakness, maybe a strange ache that wasn't there before. But left unchecked, low calcium can lead to osteoporosis, and suddenly something as simple as a misstep can result in a serious fracture. One fall could mean months of recovery or even permanent loss of mobility. Why wait for that warning sign? Instead of reacting to symptoms, be proactive. Establish a simple, consistent habit drink, milk daily. Even just 1 or 2 servings a day can make a tremendous difference in maintaining bone density and overall resilience. Whether it's with breakfast blended into a smoothie or enjoyed warm before bed, it's a small step with powerful rewards. It's not just about building stronger bone, it's about protecting your freedom, preserving your ability to move with confidence, and ensuring that you live every chapter of your life with energy, strength, and independence. So, next time you open your fridge, remember that humble carton of milk could be the quiet hero supporting you behind the scenes day after day. And now let's move from bone to the soul. Smiling. It seems like such a small act, doesn't it? Just a simple upward curve of the lips. But behind that smile lies something far more powerful than we often realize. Smiling isn't just a sign of joy, it's a medicine, a light that radiates not just outward, but inward. When you smile, truly smile, your brain releases a rush of chemicals, endorphins, nature's own pain relievers. These happy hormones soothe discomfort, calm anxiety, and infuse your body with a warm, renewed sense of vitality. As we enter our golden years, time feels more precious. Each moment seems to shimmer with deeper meaning. And in that quiet wisdom comes a profound truth. An optimistic outlook can change everything. Have you ever noticed how a shared laugh with a grandchild lightens your entire day? Or how a smile from a stranger can make you feel seen? These moments are more than just emotional, they're healing. Laughter softens the edges of stress. It loosens the knots of anxiety. It reminds us that despite the aches, despite the years gone by, life is still worth savoring, still beautiful. For many seniors, feelings of loneliness or fatigue can quietly creep in. The body slows down, the phone rings less often, and the days seem a little longer. But a smile, especially, one you choose to create, can be the bridge back to lightness and connection. Smile at the sunlight dancing through the window, at a memory that makes your heart flutter, at the scent of fresh tea or the sight of blooming flowers in your garden. It doesn't have to be dramatic. The power lies in the ordinary. In fact, the most beautiful smiles are often those that emerge from everyday joys, a favorite song on the radio, a kind message from an old friend, or a moment of shared silence with someone you love. In those smiles, your youth is not gone. It simply lives deeper, quieter, and more meaningfully within you. And here's a secret. When you smile, you not only lift your own spirit, you lift others too. You become a light in the lives of those around you. Your presence becomes a source of peace, of joy, of comfort. Smiling becomes a daily practice of choosing joy over fear, love over regret, presence over the past. So let this be a gentle invitation. Smile more, even at the smallest things, especially at the smallest things. Because a smiling heart stays young, a smiling soul heals faster, and a smiling spirit carries you forward with grace and resilience. If you're still watching and these lessons resonate with you, please comment 2 below to let me know you're with me on this journey. Your time is precious, and I'm honored that you're spending some of it here. Next, we'll explore a powerful, often overlooked secret to staying sharp and emotionally connected in later life: the simple magic of conversation. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. We've seen how a smile can brighten the spirit and strengthen emotional health, but what happens when there's no one around to smile with? That brings us to a truth that many experience silently: the deep human need for connection. As we step further into the later stages of life, many older adults encounter a quiet and sometimes painful reality: loneliness. It doesn't always arrive with fanfare. It slips in slowly as the house gets quieter, as the phone rings less often, as the days feel longer and the calendar emptier. The once bustling rhythm of everyday life, filled with children's laughter, work, conversations, and weekend gatherings, begins to fade. Children grow up, move away, start families of their own. Friends may relocate or gradually lose touch. And in the stillness that remains, a kind of emotional vacuum can form. This sense of isolation doesn't just affect the heart, it affects the mind and even the body. Loneliness has been shown to trigger symptoms of depression, anxiety, and can even contribute to cognitive decline. The less we speak, the less we feel seen. And over time, some may begin to withdraw altogether, retreating from social situations, cutting back on conversation, speaking only when necessary. But here's the good news: connection is medicine. And you don't need grand reunions or crowded rooms to find it. Sometimes all it takes is one conversation, Speaking even casually with a friend, a neighbor, or a loved one can offer more than just a passing sense of company. These moments remind you you are still here. You still matter. Whether it's sharing a fond memory with your grandchildren, exchanging stories over the fence with a neighbor, or simply greeting the mail carrier with a smile and a kind word, each interaction brings you back into the flow of life. And did you know these conversations are also powerful tools for mental stimulation? Every time you engage in dialogue, your brain wakes up. It listens, processes, responds. It draws from memory, considers words, and organizes thoughts. It builds connections between neurons. This keeps the mind flexible, sharp, and resilient. Numerous studies show that seniors who remain socially engaged tend to experience slower rates of memory loss and better overall cognitive health compared to those who remain isolated. So you see, talking is not just about passing time, it's about preserving the mind and nurturing the soul. Let me ask you, when was the last time you called an old friend or asked a stranger how their day was going? When was the last time you shared a funny story from your childhood or laughed with your grandchildren over something silly? Every one of these moments is an opportunity, not just to be heard, but to listen, to laugh, to connect, to teach, to learn. Because that's the beauty of conversation. It's a two-way bridge. You offer something of yourself, and in return, you receive a spark of someone else's world, their thoughts, their energy, their memories. It's never too late to make new friends or rekindle old bonds. And it doesn't require anything fancy. Conversations can bloom over a warm cup of tea, a shared bench in the park, or even during a walk through your garden. Reminisce about the past. Speak your thoughts about the present. Dream aloud about the future. Even small talks about the weather, a favorite recipe, or what you see out the window can carry great meaning. These moments help reestablish your connection with the world and with yourself. Because silence, while peaceful at times, should never become the soundtrack of aging. So take the initiative, start the conversation, ask questions, tell stories, share your wisdom. Be open to listening. Don't let fear or hesitation rob you of the joy that comes from human connection. You are not alone, and your voice still matters more than you know. If you're still with me on this journey and finding value in these lessons, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still watching. I read every message, and it truly helps guide the next videos for you. And now let's move from connection to the powerful role of sunlight in protecting your bones, lifting your mood, and filling your day with energy. Nature has its own pharmacy, and one of its most potent prescriptions is completely free, waiting for you every morning: sunlight. More than just a source of warmth and light, the sun gives us something essential to our health: vitamin D. As we age, especially after 70, our bodies gradually become less efficient at absorbing vitamin D through food alone. This can lead to dangerous deficiencies that affect not only our bones, but also our joints, muscles, and immune system. But there's a simple, beautiful solution: gentle sunbathing. Vitamin D plays a critical role in calcium absorption. And as you learned earlier, calcium is the cornerstone of strong bones. Without enough vitamin D, calcium can't do its job properly no matter how much you consume. A deficiency in vitamin D has been directly linked to osteoporosis, joint pain, increased fall risk, and reduced mobility. Fortunately, just 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight exposure a day can make a world of difference. To maximize the benefits, choose times when the sun is kind. Early morning or late afternoon are ideal. Let the rays touch your skin, especially your arms, face, and legs. You don't need to sunbathe for hours. Just a short, consistent practice can significantly improve your vitamin D levels and, in turn, your bone health. And there's more. Sunlight doesn't only nourish the body, it uplifts the mind. Exposure to sunlight increases the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, reduce anxiety, and combat depression. For many seniors who may feel low in energy or isolated, this natural boost can bring emotional warmth that no pill can replicate. Picture this: you step outside into your garden. The morning sun filters through the trees. You sit with a cup of tea, letting the warmth soak into your skin. Maybe you do a few light stretches, or tend to your flowers, or simply close your eyes and breathe. This is not just leisure, it's healing. A moment of connection between you and the earth, a daily ritual of renewal. And if you're not the type to sit still, consider gentle movement during your sunbathing sessions. A walk along a sunny path, sweeping the porch, or watering your plants. It's a simple way to combine movement and vitamin D, strengthening your bones and refreshing your soul at the same time. Of course, be mindful of your skin's sensitivity. If you plan to stay outside longer, wear a wide-brimmed hat or light protective clothing. The goal is not sunburn, but sunshine. So let the sun greet you each day. Let its golden light remind you of the energy that still pulses within you. Let it fuel your body, lift your mood, and guide you into a healthier rhythm of life. Even in small doses, the sun can be your silent ally in the journey of aging gracefully. And if you're still here with me, still learning, still embracing these moments, please comment 4 down below. Your voice means more than you know. Up next, we'll explore how one simple practice can drastically improve your circulation boost, relaxation, and promote emotional balance in your golden years. Don't go anywhere, you'll want to hear this. And after embracing new habits like the gentle exercises and mindful movement we just talked about, there's one final piece that holds it all together: consistency. You see, even the best habits in the world won't bring lasting change if they're practiced only once in a while. That's why creating a daily rhythm, something simple, realistic, and kind to your body, is so essential. It doesn't have to be dramatic or perfect. In fact, the most effective routines are often the quiet ones done with intention and without pressure. Start by choosing a specific time of day to move your body. For some, it's right after morning tea. For others, it might be in the late afternoon when the house is calm and quiet. The key is to anchor it to a moment that already exists in your day, so it becomes automatic, just like brushing your teeth. And what if one day you skip it? What if your knees ache or you simply don't feel like moving? That's okay. Aging gracefully doesn't mean pushing through pain. It means listening to your body, honoring its messages, and adjusting without guilt. Another helpful tip is to track your efforts. Not to criticize yourself, but to celebrate consistency. A little notebook, a simple calendar, or even placing a small pebble in a jar each time you move these tiny rituals remind you that progress is being made one step at a time. Staying accountable can also make a world of difference. Whether it's walking with a neighbor once a week, joining a gentle movement class at the local community center, or simply checking in with a loved one about your health goals, connection builds motivation. You don't have to do this alone. And finally, reward yourself. Yes, even at 70, 80, or beyond, you deserve joy. After a week of gentle exercise, treat yourself to something that warms your heart: a favorite book, a relaxing bath, or a cozy chat with a friend. These moments reinforce that your well-being matters. Because in the end, staying active in later life isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming your rhythm, protecting your independence, and honoring your vitality. Every stretch, every mindful step is a quiet revolution against decline. And if you've made it to the end of this video, know this: you are capable of change. No matter your age, it's never too late to start again. So begin gently, stay steady, and celebrate every little win. If this video inspired, you don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's grow stronger together, one graceful step at a time.